Hello. Man, I'm okay. I had like I had a video to upload for you guys. Other than the one I uploaded today, I got lucky and was able to upload the one that I put up today, but it just I was on the phone with Apple for like almost 3 hours trying to figure out why my iMovie was lagging so much. And come to find out, it has everything to do with my computer. And so I'm stuck with not editing right now. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but for the time being, I can't edit and I can't like do any videos. The only thing I can do is do these lives, which for me honestly really sucks because I don't seem to really get a lot of you guys on here at the same time. So, lives are mostly like for people who tune in, and I don't really get much of you on here, unfortunately, at the same time. So, this is what's happening. Um, so I definitely wanted to let you guys know. You guys saw the post. Well, most of you saw the post on Instagram, and I'm just gonna start telling you guys what is going on and then posting this so that way you guys have an update. But for those of you that don't follow me on Instagram, I posted a picture followed by a caption which states what's been going on, what happened at the surgery, and everything. Um, so this whole week I've been recovering, but on Monday when I went in, and that's the thing, I have like clips of me being there and stuff, so it really sucks that I can't even like post that for you guys. Like it sucks, but um I went in Monday and everything was fine. It was either going to be um oh, okay. So don't worry, Crystal, you'll find out now then. um it was either going to be that they were going to remove my right fallopian tube, or they were going to just fix my fallopian tubes in hopes of, helping me conceive again. So when I went in, it was really nerve-wracking. I came out, you know, they just put me to sleep, and then I woke up and I was groggy. I was just groggy, and I had a couple nurses talking to me and telling me, to wake up, and then um, they were telling my husband, and well, they were telling me that my husband was there, and he was holding my hand, and I was holding his hand really tight, and the first thing I said was, "Did they take it out? Did they have to take it out?" And he was like, "No." And I was like, "Okay, so what did they do?" And he was like, that the doctor came out and told him that there was nothing. Like, he went in and there was nothing to remove. He didn't do anything at all. There was no endometriosis. There were no adhesions. There was nothing to fix. And I was confused. I was like, what do you mean? What does that mean? Like, because it's not something that I was expecting. For I was expecting for something to be fixed, because this is what we had spoken about, that something would be fixed, that something would be done to help me, to help me conceive. So he said there was nothing, that the only thing that the doctor did was flush it out. and then he wanted to talk to us more once I was awake at our post-op appointment, which is on Tuesday. So I was really confused, and I was starting to get aggravated with Angel, and I was like, you just probably didn't ask him questions. You should have asked him, like, so what does this mean? What do you mean? Like, you know? So then he was explaining to me and telling me that the only thing that he said is that my right fallopian tube, you know, the fallopian tube at the end is supposed to be open like this, like a flower, but mine is narrow like this. And then let's say my whole arm is like the whole tube, and it's, in my case, it's swollen. And he says that it's something that I'm just born with. So I was just born with a messed up tube, basically. So I was really confused. I was still under, like I was still sedated. You know, I was still waking up from anesthesia and I wasn't getting it. So it kept playing on in my mind and I was groggy. And so I waited for the nurse to come back in, and I asked her, I said, can you tell me how it went? And she told me everything went good. And I was like, well, did they do anything? And she said, no, they didn't have to remove anything or do anything. Um, Doctor said everything was just, you know, that he's just going to talk to you when he sees you. So once I confirmed basically everything that Angel was telling me, I started crying. She was like, are you okay? And I was like, no. And I started crying. And she was like, I know you just want answers. And believe me, all of Monday, I was crying. I was in bed crying. I was upset. It's not the news that we were expecting at all. At all. I wasn't expecting this at all. I don't know where we're going to go from here. I don't know what's going to happen. I felt like, sorry guys, I'm trying to fix myself. Why I always start yawning when I'm on lives, I don't know. So, you know, I just felt like, I was like, so what was the point in the surgery? Like, what was the point in, like, saving? It was like, and like raising all that money and spending all that money on what? On them telling us that, oh, like, there's nothing to fix. So what does that mean? And then on top of that, like you couldn't tell us anything else. And I'm like, so he just couldn't just be like, so because of that we're gonna do this, or because of that we're gonna do that. Like there was nothing. It's like, oh, just wait. You have to wait. You have to wait. You have to wait. Everything is, you have to wait until blah blah blah. You have to wait until blah blah blah, and it's so annoying. And I'm sure a lot of you who are going through infertility, like, are just so annoyed with the whole you have to wait thing. So, you know, I kept thinking in my head, and I was just like, I wanted something to be fixed. I wanted to wake up and for them to say that they fixed something, that they removed some adhesions. No, I didn't want them to remove my right fallopian tube, because then I would be looking at months of healing because of the swelling, but that wasn't the case. So on Tuesday, I started thinking more, and as the week went on, I started kind of analyzing the situation. And, you know, I kind of came to the terms that, yeah, nothing was found. And no, there's nothing that they can do about the right fallopian tube. But I think that he kind of went in there and said, why am I going to remove this fallopian tube when, if I do, she's going to have more swelling. She's going to have to wait a couple months before we can do any type of treatments. And so I'm thinking that the next treatment that he's going to want me to do is IVF. It appears that the only times that I have conceived has been because of my left fallopian tube, which is why when I try to conceive, number one, I don't ovulate on my own. So obviously you guys know, those of you that have been following me throughout my whole journey that I started this. I remember that I started this channel. Well, I started my channel a couple years ago, but then I started talking about my infertility story a year ago, a little over a year ago. So when I think about it, I'm like, wow, like so much has happened and I'm still here with no baby. That's crazy. So when I think about why things were left the way they were left, I think it's because he doesn't want me to have a longer recovery process and then therefore have to wait longer to do anything else. So with that being said, I came to my own conclusion that if he tells me that he wants to do an IUI, I'm going to tell him, no, I'm not going to do an IUI. Like this time I'm putting my foot down. I'm not going to do an IUI because I feel like it's pointless at this point. I feel like, why am I prolonging something that I've been trying for 3 years and I've gotten pregnant, but I keep losing my babies. So I don't know why now I'm miscarrying so much. So that's another thing. So number one, it's I'm taking long to conceive. And number two, it's by them going in there and seeing that there were no adhesions and that liquid wasn't in that fallopian tube, which would make me miscarry. That's also telling me that there's no reason why, like, we don't have a reason as to why I'm miscarrying every time I get pregnant. So that alone puts so much stress on me and worries me, because now the next time that I do get pregnant, my biggest concern is going to be, okay, so am I going to end up losing this one too? So because nothing was fixed, because nothing was, you know, found, it makes things so much more difficult now. I mean, I know the purpose of the surgery. Overall, it's gonna be a good thing because at least this is something that we know of. We know what's in there or not in there, you know? So it helps the situation, but at the same time, it's like, it was almost pointless to me. I wish there was another way they could have found out that there was nothing there, so that way we could have just skipped this whole thing, so that there wouldn't be time wasted. But I'm not entirely sure what his plan is going to be for me on Tuesday. I feel like he's going to say the best option is IVF, but I'm prepared to tell him in case he says, I think we should do an IUI. I'm prepared to say, I think that I don't want to do that. Like, I just want to go to the next step, which is IVF, because at this point I'm just done. I'm just so done. You know, with an IUI, they're gonna insert the sperm to give me better chances, but at the same time, it's like, you know, my ovulation could be coming from the right side or the left side, and if it's trying to come from the right side, it can't because I have a narrow, like, it's narrow, so it's not gonna get through. So it doesn't make any sense for an IUI to even be an option. But I don't know if you guys know, but with my insurance, I'm lucky because they actually cover IVF. I'm super lucky. I still have to pay something out of pocket, which I won't know what it is until, like, we're actually going through it, which sucks because I was trying to find out, like as of right now, so I can start saving, but we won't know, and they're not able to tell me until we're going through the process. So if we do an IUI, it's going to be taking from that pot of what would cover the IVF. So to be honest with you guys, I'm not trying to gamble with that. I'm not trying to gamble with the pot that I have that's going to take care of IVF, because it's considered to be for treatments for infertility, and IUI falls under the treatments. So I'm not about to pay for IUI when it's like not sure if it's gonna work, especially for my situation, I'd rather just go straight on for what it needs to be done. Like at this point, I'm done with everything else, you know? I'm like really fed up and I'm so tired, and I probably sound like a broken record, but I'm really over it. You know, I'm really over everything. Like the holidays suck because everybody's, you know, with their families, and everybody's like with their kids and stuff like that, and they're able to enjoy Christmas just fine. But I was telling Angel the other day that, you know, he was saying that when he was a little kid, you know, it really felt like Christmas, and now it doesn't really feel that way. And I told him, well, that's because we don't have children of our own. Like, you know, I feel like Christmas is made from children. Like, that's when you feel Christmas, when you have kids around you. You know, kids are what make Christmas, in my opinion. So, you know, I'm just at a point, guys, where I'm over it and I'm ready to do what we need to do. Don't get me wrong, I'm scared to do IVF. I'm so terrified. I'm terrified for the ups and downs that come with it. I'm terrified for the injections. Like, I know I'm strong, but at the same time, like, I'm weak. So, and it feels so lonely. Like, I know you girls probably understand, like, it just feels so lonely in this whole struggle. It just, no matter what anybody says to you, or no matter how many times somebody asks you how you're doing, like, it just feels so lonely because it's my body. Like, I put my body through this surgery for nothing. I had to recover this whole week. I had to lay in bed all week. I had to take care of myself, and still now, like, I moved around a whole lot today, but, you know, I get scared that I might push myself a little too much, and then I'm gonna do something else to ruin, like, my chances of getting pregnant. And it's like, I'm the problem here. Like, you know, he's good. He doesn't have any issues. Clearly, he has 2 kids, and it's me that's the problem, and I never thought I was gonna be the problem, and I'm solely the problem. And it's like, how do you not think of that on a daily basis? Like, how do you not think about that, especially around the holidays? How do you not think about things like this? Like, when you get these kind of, like, this kind of news, like, I guess, you know, it's just, we have a long road ahead of us still. um, you know, I know IVF takes like 2 to 3 months. And then after that, once you conceive, it's like, okay, did the embryos take? And then after that, it's like, okay, you have to, you know, wait it out. And I guess the plan for once I do conceive is to be put on, you know, medication to help prevent a miscarriage. That's all I know. And this is all a guesstimation, really. I know exactly what we're going to be doing when I go in on Tuesday. I'm just hoping he doesn't say, oh, I'm going to put you on CLOMID again and let you try on your own. It's only a matter of time before that left one kicks in. I'm going to be like, no, that's not an option. That's not an option. Like, it's so not an option. I'm hoping he doesn't say, well, let's do IUI, because I feel like it's pointless. I'm just hoping that he's on the same page and thinking that the reason why he didn't just remove my right fallopian tube because it's not serving a purpose regardless. It's not helping me. It's not doing anything for me. I mean, it's like nothing can get through it, so what's the point? I'm thinking that's why he didn't remove it, because he figured if I remove it, she's gonna have a lot of swelling and she's gonna have to wait a couple of months, and she's been waiting long. So I'm hoping that he'll say I didn't remove it because your recovery would have been longer, and therefore we would have had to wait longer. So I'm just hoping that he'll say, listen, at this point, let's just do IVF, so I can be like, yes, let's just do it. Sign me up. What do I have to do? Like, just attack, you know, take that bull by the horns, so to speak. So that's where we're at right now. Um, it's not the best news. It's not the worst news. The worst news would have been that something was removed and then I would have to wait months before I can do any type of treatment. So I'm grateful for that. All in all, I guess I'm just at a point where I'm ready to be pregnant and be 6 months pregnant so I can be calm. I think I set that expectation for myself where I think that once I'm 6 months pregnant, and I think I'll be able to start enjoying my pregnancy and be like, okay, 6 months and I'm good. But I don't know what it's gonna be. I'm gonna look at your comments and answer your questions. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and comment now so I can answer your questions. And then if not, then I'll end up doing a live Tuesday night to update you guys on what the doctor said and what our next steps are going to be. Unfortunately, from now on, I'm going to have to just do lives until I'm able to fix or get, so I'm going to try to fix my computer by wiping it out completely. And if that doesn't work, then I just have to wait until I can get my MacBook, which is something that I've been wanting. So I don't know if that's even gonna be a possibility if we do IVF. I mean, money has to go to that. So, I mean, I don't know. This is such a headache. So, anyway, point is that I will be doing lives to update you guys from now on. So, please bear with me. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, please comment and I will answer your questions. Hi, Sophia. Thank you. I do feel better. Sometimes I still get a little bit of pain, but I don't feel super sore like I did the first couple of days. Yeah, Crystal, I think IVF would be a better way to go. Sophia, honestly, I don't want to go on CLOMID and I don't want to try another drug. I don't want to waste my time anymore. I just want to go to like the big thing and just do it already. I do have good insurance for IVF, thank God. Jazzy, I'm sorry you're struggling. Definitely don't want to do CLOMID again. But alright guys, I don't want to make this super long, so thank you guys for tuning in. For those of you that weren't able to tune in, if you have any questions or comments, you know what to do, comment below. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome, and please tell me who you are and your story, how long you've been trying. I would like to know. I know a lot of you on my channel, but I don't know the rest of you, and I would like to, so that way I know who we have here. I think of my channel to be a really good community that we can help each other and support each other on. So definitely comment below and let me know like what's your story and how long you've been trying, and if your story is if it's similar to mine, that would be great for me to know. But yeah, I will talk to you guys Tuesday night to give you guys an update. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.